And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication. It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. It's understood that Hollywood sells Californication. Hey, a surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your chin or is that war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Marry me, girl, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high on information. And buy me a star on the boulevard, it's Californication. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the sphere singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication. Born and raised by those that praise control of population. Live real body's been there and I don't need no vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Dream of Californication. Destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also brings creation. An earthquake's out to a girl's guitar, that's just another good vibration. And tidal waves couldn't save the world from Californication. Hey, a surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Sicker than the rest, there is no test, but this is what you're craving. Firstborn unicorn,
Hello everyone, I'm Harry, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to do another How to Sound Like video. This time we're going to try and sound like Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So before we get started, if you like this sound like at any point, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. There's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. So Californication is probably one of Red Hot Chili Peppers' most famous songs, and it's a pretty simple one to get the tones for, but there is one ingredient that makes all the difference. So I recently got sent the Anvil Compressor by Siren pedals, and I thought this would be perfect for a lot of Chili Peppers stuff. Now, FRUSCIANTE is used in Plexis that it turns up a lot, so there's a bit of natural compression going on there, but it's definitely evident if you hear the isolated tracks that you can hear there's quite a heavy compressor going on, either like from his Dynacomp pedal that he's used to using or in the studio. So it's really cool to have a compressor to kind of nail that sound straight into your rig. Just gives you a bit more sustain, levels everything out, and definitely adds the character to the song. Compression can be quite subtle, but for me, it definitely makes the playing feel different, and the way FRUSCIANTE uses it is almost like an effect as well. So I recently did a full demo of the Anvil Compressor by Siren pedals, so if you'd like to see that, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. I should say I managed to find a full multi-track for this, so I was able to isolate the guitar parts and listen to get closer that way, but it also means on the intro song, the only guitars you're hearing are the ones that I recorded in. So like I said, FRUSCIANTE is really well known for using a Strat, so I'm using my Macmull S-Classic for that, which is a great vintage style Strat, and also Marshall Plexi style amps. So the amp I'm using today is my Cornell 4550 Plexi, which is one of the best Plexi style amps I've ever played. That's also running through the Tone King Iman attenuator, just to knock off a few dBs and save my ears so I can really get the Plexi working. And then that's running into a Celestion G12 M65 Greenback speaker that's been recorded by Lewitt MTP440 dynamic microphone, which is like an SM57 with a tiny bit more bass. So for the main parts that we hear throughout, like the little arpeggios and the chord stabs and everything you hear, I had the compressor on, and it was just a subtle level boost, but it was mainly to smooth out the dynamics like FRUSCIANTE used. So if I quickly show you what the Macmull S-Classic sounds like going straight into the amp, and then I'll engage the compressor so you can hear and see what it's doing. So there you go, you can really see what the Anvil compressor is doing. It's a very subtle effect, but it definitely gets you much closer to that FRUSCIANTE tone while offering a little bit of sustain and smoothing out the playing dynamics a little bit. And I think compressors really work well on single coil pickups. So I'll pull that track isolated from the intro song now. You'll see we're set into the Anvil compressor on screen, and we were just running into the Cornell Plexi set clean. Okay, so the last other part is the little solo part that he plays. So for this, I had exactly the same settings on the Anvil compressor, but I just pulled up the level a bit, so it's kind of boosting the front end of the Plexi to give us a little bit more drive. It's still not really that overdriven, but it's definitely a bit more drivey than the main parts. So if I quickly show you what the Macmull S-Classic sounds like going straight in, and then I'll engage the compressor with the settings that I use for the solo so you can see and hear exactly what it's doing. So there you go, you can see we're getting like a little level boost going into the Plexi. So now if I isolate the solo from the intro song, and you'll see the settings of the Anvil compressor on screen as well. Bearing in mind we were just on the bridge pickup of the Macmull S-Classic and going straight into the Cornell 4550 Plexi. So there we have it. That was a look at how To Sound Like Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Definitely one of their most famous songs, and it's pretty simple because it's basically just a clean tone and a slightly driven tone, but having a good compressor pedal is kind of the secret to a lot of Frusciante's playing. Granted, you are getting a little bit of natural compression by turning the Plexi up loud, but you definitely hear that he's using a compressor pedal or heavily compresses the signal in the studio, and the Anvil compressor did a great job of this for the main chord parts, and as well having that volume output to boost a little bit to give me that little bit of drive for the solo part as well. Again, if you want to see my full demo of the Anvil compressor, there'll be a link up in the cards, in the description, and pinned in the comments. Let me know down in the comments how close you thought I got to the original song and any future How to Sound Like videos you'd like to see me do. Again, there's going to be affiliate links down in the description to every piece of gear I used in this video and to record my videos. These do help support the channel out further, so I'd really appreciate if you go and check them out. If you did like this Sound Like video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for me as well. It really does help me out a lot, and that way you won't miss out on any of my future uploads. Other than that, go onto my channel, check out some of my playlists. I have plenty more lessons, covers, gear demos, how to sound like videos, and anything guitar related. As always, I've been Harry, and thanks for watching.